We would all be millionaires if we could only buy things that would sell right away, right? And the stores, the buyers there would love it. But the buyers don't always get it right. That's why they got sales. And on Resale and online, we don't always get our purchases right. So we have to have sales too. Let's talk about how to set up a sale in eBay. You can pick whatever time frame you want, pick whatever percentage you want. And the easiest way to go over this is let's go to my computer and let me show you how I set up my sales. On your seller hub, you want to go to the marketing tab. Then we're going to go to discounts. And over here, create discount. This is where if you want to do coupons, order discounts, volume, if people buy more than one. But for running a sale on your store, we're going to do a sale event. And this is percentage off each item, or you could say I want to take $5 off everything or something like that. I like to do percentages. And here's where you're going to put in whatever value. I have went from starting at 8 to 10% to 20, like just kind of play around with the volume discount and whatever is working for you. Really easy, I feel like, to set this up. So let's say 30%. And the start date, it'll automatically, if you don't change the end date, it'll run for a month. I don't quite like to do that. I'm just going to run it for a week. And the title, I just usually leave it, and then sometimes I put in what percent just so that I can see where it's at. Now you can do rule-based if you want, where you could say all inventory I want included in the sale that's from $20 on up and only used items or something like that. So to save time, that would probably be the best thing. You can say that you want to exclude items that you want to exclude, but I need to get more comfortable with doing rule-based. But if you want to just do manual, well, it can do both, but you can add up to 2,000 items. So you just want to say add items. Now, if I already am running a sale, so I'm going to say hide items that are already on sale because I don't want that again. Days on site. Now I do end items and do a sell similar. If you never did that, you could, you want your old stuff, but since some of my things are actually old but new listings, if that makes sense. And so we're just going to go through. You could sort, it automatically comes up with days on site, but I like to sort by price because I know that things that I have marked down to like $10 just to try to get rid of, I'm not going to want to run a 30% off sale on those. So here you can see if you have free or calculated shipping, how many views something has, how many watchers, the day on site, and the end date. So this is good if you have you can sort by watchers. That's another way that maybe we want to say, okay, I really want to try to move the needle on these watchers. So let's just, anything that has a watcher, let's put the sale on. So it's really up to you. You could say anything that doesn't have views, although this is always so weird. This has 0 views but 3 watchers. Okay, so we're just going to click on these. Now, if you wanted to, you can click up here and it'll pick everything. So let's say you do that. Then we come down here, add items. Now, before you hit the launch button, you can quickly look through here and make sure that you're okay with these prices. So if I just want to scroll through this one, oh, that's going to need a lot of shipping. So let's say I don't want that one to be quite that low. So you can just delete it. and that one. So yeah, you could just go through and be like, or these I've had a long time. I think that I can go a deeper discount, so I'm going to take those off. And yeah, so just go through whatever's easiest for you, whether you want to do it this way and just take them off, but I think that you're getting the point. So we're just going to check here and make sure that we're all good to go. If you want to follow along, I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming on back. If you are new, or if you're returning, I don't know if I've said this, so just to give you a little bit of background, I started reselling when I got let go from a company. I was married, and so it contributed to the household income, but it wasn't paying necessarily needed to pay the bills. Fast forward, I am divorced and I need to pay my bills with eBay. I am trying other beauty, YouTube and stuff, but eBay is still my main source of income, and I have been slacking. I suffer from anxiety and depression and just was not doing well for a while, and my listings and sales have definitely suffered. I am trying to get back up to a minimum of 1,200 listings. That's what I used to always have at any given time. And now I'm like lucky to get 700 active. So if you want to follow along in my journey and getting remotivated, rediscovering my love of reselling online, pre-owned clothing mostly, then I hope that you will hit that subscribe button and join me here where I share reselling tips that I have learned. And then if you're interested, I thought that I would also share my progress on my death pile and just progress on coming back from a burnout. Let me know if you'd be interested in that kind of thing, like maybe a chit chat as I like steam or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's finish out the sale info. And when you've gone through, then you can either save it for later if you want to come back, or hit the launch button and it is launched. So this will show pending. You can just come in and refresh it. I don't like to go in and create another sale until this says that it's active, because then you risk, picking the same items. And as you can see from here, it will tell you what items you had on the sale and if you've sold any from that sale. I have not been the most doing this the best that I used to be more strategic about it and really have a schedule, but I'm working on getting back there. This is the last 12 months. You can see this is when I ran them more, and I did have more consistent sales. Yeah, you can just keep coming on back here and processing. So then what I like to do is, once this is active, just create another sale, and maybe I'll do one at 15% for things that I don't want as discounted, and then do one for 50% on things that I want discounted even more. You know what percentage off you're going to use? Let me know down below what percentage you're going to start with, and if you have kind of a plan of when you're going to increase. When I worked retail in corporate, we had set schedules of, at this week in the year, it would go, now it's been too long, I can't remember the percentages, but let's say, it would go 10%, and then 30%, 50%, 70%, and 90%. I do remember those, but I don't remember the first one, if it was 10, 15, something like that. So let me know what your thoughts are, and if you want more reselling tips, hit that subscribe button, and you can check out any of the videos that are popping up on the screen now. Thanks. Bye.